Missouri Vintage Motocross Series, bringing the excitement of motocross and incredible racing experiences to generations of families in the Midwest.
My name is Frank Craven, and I'm the promoter of this series. At the age of 8, I started riding on a Mini Trail 50. In 1979, my dad bought me my very first brand new bike, a GT80, which we still have here today at the track. During the 80s, I raced a lot of local and some national events. Lake Whitney, Texas, Ponca City, Oklahoma, a couple of the larger races, and locally, KCIR, Lake City, Agency, Freddie Vans, and hours at the Kansas River. My dad introduced me to the sport of motocross when I was very young, and I've also introduced my boys to the sport of motocross. You'll see them here at the track working with the MOVMX crew. They work registration, starting gate, scoring, and you'll even see them on the line as they still compete today in the MOVMX series. We have a lot of classes. Vintage, of course, because we're a vintage series, post-vintage, Evo, trail bikes, pit bikes, play bikes, and even youth classes. Whatever type of bike you have, we have a class for you. Our racers love to race their motorcycles. To some of them, it's more than a hobby, it's a passion. The hours that some of these guys have put into preserving their machines is quite amazing. They should be in a museum, but here they are at the track, running around, competing at a high level.
My name is Bill Rockley. I've been riding since the 70s. I took about a 25-year break, and now we've been back at the vintage stuff since about 2007. I have several bikes, from a 61 BSA to an 83 Husky. One of my favorite bikes is a 74 Bultaco. I just got that recently. 47 years a little late. I wanted one in 74. You're never too old or young or something like that. Anyway, vintage is really a great way to go because it's more laid back. We're not trying to kill each other when we get to the first corner. I mean, I'm 68 years old, so we try to stay healthy so that, when Monday rolls around, it's back to business as usual.
Here riding with MOVMX today. Been in the series for about 5 years now. It was always my dream as a kid to ride dirt bikes, and they give us a chance to do that. Your bike breaks, someone loans you a bike. Everybody wants you to race. We're just out here having a good time. It doesn't matter if you're first or last. It's just getting out there and twisting the throttle and feeling the power and catching some air.
Our races are set up to be enjoyable for all riders, beginners to experts. Even our track choices that we go to are very beginner friendly, and they're still competitive for the most experienced racer that we have. We also have a youth program to the beginner rider where we're aimed at just having the new kids come out, get on a bike, ride a safe track. We train them, we help them learn how to be a motocross racer so they can step up to the larger events.
Hello, I'm Danny King, father of Caleb King, and this is our second year with MOVMX, and we absolutely love it. My son started last year on a 50 Mini and has learned and grown so much on the motocross track, and it's just a fun-filled family sport. We've gained so many friends, met so many great people in this series. The MOVMX family's been more than welcome and supportive. Caleb, he loves the competitiveness of this sport. It's unlike any other sport that I know of, because it's one-on-one, just a kid on the track, and he loves it, and you can just tell when the adrenaline's pumped up in him, it pumps up in me as a parent, and it makes for a fun day and a fun weekend.
At select race weekends, we offer free instructional classes for all of our racers. Meet one of the trainers.
Scott Gepkin, Innovative MX. I've been racing for about 21 years. I've been certified with the United States Motorcycle Coaching Association for the last 2 years, and I work with riders of all ages, all skills. The youngest I've worked with is 4, the oldest I've worked with is in his 70s. Riding a motorcycle takes a ton of technique, and the technique is where you have to start at. So to turn a motorcycle, you're doing 25 different things with the clutch, the brake, the gas, and different things like that. So you have to develop the proper technique to control the motorcycle, and then as you develop that and you perfect it, the speed just gets better. You improve, you get faster, you get better as you go. So there's certain things, elbows up, how you twist the throttle, how you squeeze the bike, different things like that are is what elevates a rider's skill level and it makes them improve as they go. But a lot of guys just don't know that, and it takes a lot of coaching and work to learn that. It's not really something you can learn from YouTube or something like that. It takes actual hands-on kind of learning and building and developing a base level technique of just how to properly ride the motorcycle, and then once you get that technique dialed in, the speed builds and comes from there.
We were lucky enough to find MOVMX. It's such a great place for kids to start racing. The tracks are really accessible. All of the more experienced riders are so kind and welcoming to all of the little guys. They always encourage them. Somebody is always coming by and saying, "Great job," giving them a fist bump, asking them about their bikes.
We have races all throughout the year. You can check our webpage, MOVMX.com, for our full schedule and all the information you need for race day and other information that you might find valuable. Please come to one of our races and watch firsthand our motocross family interacting together. You'll have a lot of fun with us. Join us on our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram. Just search for MOVMX Rocks and you can interact with our racers and our teams while they talk about bike maintenance, bikes for sale, and just generally fun racing stories. We look forward to seeing you at the track soon.
Missouri Vintage Motocross Series, bringing the excitement of motocross and incredible racing experiences to generations of families in the Midwest.